Hello everyone, and welcome back to Crafting with Amy. I haven't been on here with any crafts in quite a while. I don't do summer crafts. I mainly do seasonal, fall, Christmas, spring, Easter. But I have been doing a lot of crocheting. Now I'm not working on any blankets at this time because they're so hot. And this isn't a tutorial, this is a yarn review. I can't imagine, I don't have enough nice things to say for a value yarn than this Mainstays 100% acrylic. It has 285 yards, 260 meters, 5 ounces, 141.7 grams. It's a medium weight for knitting, which I don't do. Knitting hook or thingies. Recommended 5.5 millimeters. Crochet hook US I9, which is 5.5 millimeters. This stuff glides like butter. Like butter. I mean, I'm just telling you. I've started an Afghan with it, but again, it's too hot to be working Afghans right now. But this is a poncho I started, and my husband was like, yeah, I just wanted to see if I could do it. This tutorial came from Veragated Crochet, which I'll leave a link to that. But my husband was like, yeah, but I can't see you wearing pink. I'm more of an earthy color, dark colors, stuff like that. And I believe, this stuff is soft. But this is the poncho that I started, and for this purpose, I'm just going to do some stitches. This is done in the herringbone stitch, and I have some here. And then I'll rip some out just to show you the ease of how this, and I'm using a 6, which is what she recommended in her tutorial. So again, this is not a tutorial, I'm just wanting to show you, because the herringbone stitch can be tricky because you have to pull up, pull through that, yarn over, pull through that, yarn over. But that it just, like I said, it just glides like butter. And I grew up old school, everything was Red Heart. I didn't even know there were all these different yarns. I'm going to do some other yarn reviews as well, because I got some, see, that's what I'm saying, getting that first one through there. I got some, it's Red Heart Super Saver, and it's my colors. It's called Artist Print. I had ordered some from Hirschner's, some yarn for an Afghan for someone, and I ordered plenty, and they had this, it's called Artist Print, and it's like my colors. It's earthy tones. I'll show it, but it is very, very stiff. It's more stiff than the normal Red Heart. So I started an Afghan with it, and then I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm just going to do some stitches here, and then show you how easily it pulls out. Because again, this is a poncho tutorial that I got from Veragated Crochet. She's awesome. So now, because another thing, you don't want stuff snagging, and it just pulls out with ease, and it is so soft. And again, but the problem with it is any of the Mainstays, That's a Wal Mart brand. It's only 2 something a ball. I can't remember what this one is, but another one I'm going to show you is their anti-peel, which means it doesn't fuzz up. I thought I froze up. Okay. But, you know, Walmart Super Saver, or not Walmart Super Saver, Red Heart Super Saver, in my opinion, is much stiffer. But this is soft. I just can't quit. But it is, again, I only crochet. I don't know that I could knit. I'd probably poke myself in the eye with the knitting needles. I don't know, but it's 100% acrylic, machine wash and tumble dry. Now, I have not washed anything with this yet because I haven't completed. I have this started, and then I have a napkin started, but it's just too hot to be doing that. I've mostly been doing baby items here lately. Wash in water at delicate setting. Do not bleach. Tumble dry at low heat, a delicate setting. Do not iron or press. I don't know why they'd have to say that about yarn, but they have very limited colors. That's the bad thing. I like this. This is called, it's made in India. Where is the name of this? Oh, Pink Multi. So instead, it's not an ombre, it's just, I guess, variegated. I don't know. But I cannot say enough about this. So, and you saw how it pulls out. Now I have, this anti-peeling. Oops. And again, this is not a tutorial. This is just something that I'm working on. And I've already used, I used this. This is another tutorial from Veragated Crochet. It's a posy, 3D posy. Oh, it's just, oh. This is their anti-peeling. I have the, and it's Mainstays. It's like two something a skein. I don't know if you can see that. Anti-peel acrylic yarn. It's a medium weight 4, which is mostly what I use. If I get a 3, it's hard for me to work. It's just, but it requires or suggests a 5.55 millimeter knitting needles and 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. But I always go by, and this color is, well, obviously it's pink. How many yards? Then they don't have many colors in this. I've used the white. They have this, which they're calling a green. I started something with that and changed my mind and went with this color. I think they have black, white, pink. They don't offer many colors. I wish they'd offer more. But it is 240.6 yards, which is 220 meters, I guess. 5 ounce, 141.75 grams. I really don't know what all that means, but again, glides like butter. and I will post the link. Like I said, this is not a tutorial. I'm just showing how easy, of course, because this is a different one than, than the one I used just a while ago. It's different than this one. So my computer froze up. I was froze up. So this is anti-peel, which that means that it will not fuzz up, which is a big deal because a lot of yarns do fuzz up. This one has a little fuzz. And again, I haven't washed anything made with this stuff yet, but this is a napkin I've started. I was meaning for it to be a baby's. I don't know, it may be too big, but so this is a stitch that's hard to do. Well, I mean, it's not, but I just again want to show you the ease. And this tutorial requires a 6. She has you use a 6, which is a J, I think. Because when you're doing something like this, because you're putting a little picot on top, you really want it to glide. And I'm going to do this and then rip it out to show you the ease of how it rips out. It would help if I wouldn't be tangled up, I reckon. So I haven't done a video in a long time. That's not from the yarn. This is just when you're putting a little picot up there to make that, it can get kind of tight. And again, this is another tutorial from Bag a Day, and I'll link her channel or the video to this tutorial if you want to learn how to make this. She gives so many tutorials. I think she's got over 1,000 on her channel, and they're so easy. If I can follow them. I got 1, 2, that's 4, and I'm kind of cramped up here. I don't normally crochet at a kind of tangled up. And then this one also, you know, sometimes you end up with that yarn barf in the middle of the yarn. It's very easy to untangle if you get that, so, because it's so soft. That first one's hard to get through, so it's not the yarn, it's just the posy. But I just wanted to see, because that's pretty tight there. And I don't normally crochet at a table, so I'm up high. So I hope everyone's been doing well. Now, that's not finished, but I'm going to go ahead and just rip it out to show you the ease of how it rips out. I'm telling you, it's like butter. Oops, don't want to lose my... So that is, of course, these. And then I'm going to show you some other things I've made with this. I love it. I love this yarn. And, you know, it's hard to believe it's a Walmart bargain yarn. I made this baby hoodie with the white and little booties to match. Now this came from someone else's tutorial. I'll link that also if you want to make this. But oh man, I was going to put little barriers on there and my husband was like, that's just wrong. I don't think so. I'll probably go ahead and add them. But again, that's the anti-pill as well, in white obviously. But it worked up so, it's so soft. This is so soft. And then this is that green. I was thinking, they call it green, but I was thinking it would be more like a mint. And I guess it kind of is a mint, but I was hoping it would be more of a, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but I'm going to use it to make something. And then I made this little dress. Also, which came, I have to finish sewing down the rest of these petals, but this came from someone else. But it's so soft and it was so easy to work with. So this is the pink, obviously this is the white, and yeah, I think that's just so adorable and it's so soft. But I'll link the tutorial to this. I only got 2 petals, I think. I got the center sewn down. But, and that's another thing about some yarns like Red Heart. Those, to me, are hard to sew because they're tough. But hold on, and I'll get this one I'm talking about. Okay, this is just some Red Heart that I wanted to compare it to. Because like I said, growing up, that's all I knew was Red Heart because it comes from Walmart. But it's much more coarse. I mean, this isn't as coarse. This came from Hirschner's. But I had, you know, like I said, all I've ever known was Red Heart. And then our Walmart had gotten some Mandala, however you say it, ombre. I did an Afghan with that. It's not Red Heart. I think it's Lime Brand. Oh, it is so soft. But normally our Walmarts always only had Red Heart. And like I said, this is, I think Mainstays is much better. The worst part is they don't offer many colors. But when I ordered this for a special project, I saw this artist print because these are more like, I love these colors. But this is coarse. I don't know, and it's not, of course, anytime you get a variegated or whatever, it's going to have less on the skein, because like this is their Super Saver and this is their Super Saver, so a whole lot different size. This has 236 yards, this has 364 yards. I just wanted to make sure I got plenty of this to complete the project. But they're both, you know, this is artist print, and I'm like, oh, those are my colors. It's a 4. This is a 4 also. But they're acrylic. And I don't know, maybe I don't know how it'll do washed up, but I started this Afghan for myself because I don't have one for myself. Yeah, it's 100% acrylic, but I'm using a different hook size for this. This is another tutorial from Veragated Crochet. She has awesome giveaways. I've never won one. I've never won any of the giveaways. But this is, it's just not, it's very coarse. It's hard to work. It just don't glide, and it feels very coarse. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but I got enough of this. I got like 8 skeins because I wanted to make myself something. This would be better for if you did ponchos, and I don't even wear sweaters myself. I burn up, but I may change this and do a poncho because I don't think it would be as stretchy, and then maybe do a bag since I ordered 8 because I had never seen this color, and it's more my colors. Now it pulls out okay. I don't know, it may soften up when it's washed, but this is a V-stitch. Again, I'll link her channel because this is not for tutorial purposes. I'm just showing the difference between the Red Heart, and Red Heart's more expensive. Hirschner's has some good deals on it because even our Walmart doesn't have the best selection of any yarns. And then they'll get like 1 or 2 of something. Like I made this one throw with the mandala ombre, and it was classified as a 4, but it felt more like a 3. But it was so soft. I gave that Afghan to my mother. The color was tranquil. They'll get stuff like that. And then I have some mandala baby. I froze up again. Mandala baby ombre. It's a 3. I have a hard time working with 3. But it's really soft. But then anything they get like that, they'll only get like a few. So they're Red Heart, Super Saver, ombres. I think they're not as coarse. I did an Afghan with a coral color. It was very, very pretty. With they call it a ran. It's like an off-white mixture of the ombre plus that. I gave that to my mother as well. But I've been working on some baby items for any future grandkids I may have. And then, like I said, the heavier stuff I'm holding off until it gets cold again because it gets hot working. But like the little baby items, they're not hot working with those because they're not as big. And so anyway, I just wanted to do a review. If you have not tried the Mainstays anti-pill, which means it won't fuzz up, and it is so soft, you should give it a try. It's a great yarn. And then the Mainstays, I don't know what all they have in it. I know they have some variegated, like the pink and white that I showed. I think they've got it in blue, but they're very limited in colors. So I will see you all in the next video, and I hope you all have a good day.